Hey guys, Stu Hill here with CHEM.digital. There's a lot of talk in the news and other media right now and guidance from the federal government about the use of USB condoms, otherwise known as USB data blockers. The concern is around public charging points like in an airport or coffee shop or on a plane, let's say, where you're plugging your phone directly into charge into a USB socket, and some bad actors have taken over those sockets with, just like the skimmers that used to be on ATM machines or ATMs, and they are injecting malware into your phone or other devices that are connected for charging. And the reason that they're able to do this, and I've got a USB connector here for or cable for an iPhone. The reason they're able to do this is because within each one of these USBs, typically there are four pins, and the two outside ones are your power, so positive and negative, and then the two inside pins are for data transfer. So when you plug it into your computer and plug it into your phone, it'll start syncing, etc. And this gives access to the disk drives on, like a camera, for example, or on the phones. I think particularly perhaps Android phones are more susceptible to this than Apple, but it's not. I'm not an expert in phones and modifying software for phones, but the technology on the USB cables is very similar to somebody sticking a USB device like a USB storage with a flash drive with a virus on it, and that can immediately infect your PC. So certainly for business travelers and people on corporate networks, there's probably some internal guidance about that. This brings us to the use of USB condoms for real estate. So we can customize these, and there are many places that you can get that done as well, for business use. So I would say if you're selling real estate and your clients are business people traveling, business travelers, having a custom branded USB condom as this gains more traction in the media and more exposure. I think that corporates are going to start issuing guidance that their business travelers should either use these or not or they should not be plugging company equipment into public spots without any kind of protection. So ways that you could use these, obviously as a business card alternative, put your information on there. Every time that they're pulling this out when they're traveling, they're sticking it in as a bridge between the public outlet and their device. You could use them as handouts if you're door knocking or events or anything else. Again, it's exposure with your logo on a handy device that somebody's going to use on a very regular basis. You can give them out as gifts, or just stick them in a jar at an open house and give them out at open houses. But again, it's another touch point with that you could use for something that's actually useful, something that they're going to use on a regular basis. I think more so than even just flash drives or things like that. So probably as useful as a corkscrew to most people. We are going to start. We are going to offer these devices. We'll put some pricing up on our website here soon, but certainly something for consideration, and also for yourselves as well. Make sure that you're protecting your own device by putting something into place. I hope you find this blog post useful. If you have any questions about USB condoms or data blockers, or how you can use other promotional items to in your marketing mix, please reach out to my team, schedule a consultation. We'd be happy to chat with you. Thanks.